Annyeonghaseyo. Well, that's the only Korean I'm learning now. Well, distinguished Henry Oh, Chairman of PATA, congratulations. And distinguished Noor Ahmed, the CEO of PATA. Respected Mr. Chung Woo Park, Executive Director, Culture and Tourism and Sports Bureau. And respected Mr. Nan Yi Kim, CEO and President, Chung Song Bakdu Culture and Tourism Organization. Distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my dear industry colleagues, and many of them I know for years, good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to be here in Jeonju and to represent the Secretary General of UN Tourism, Ms. Shiha Al-Nuwais, on this landmark occasion. And unfortunately, she is on a business trip in Latin America, so I came to be representing UN Tourism to send our congratulations to PATA. And this year, PATA celebrates its 75th anniversary. That is no small milestone for any organization, for one that has stood at the heart of the Asia-Pacific tourism for 3/4 of a century. It is a remarkable testament to its relevance, its ability to adapt, and the trust it has earned. My warm congratulations to the entire PATA family. The world we are navigating is increasingly fragmented. Geopolitical tensions are reshaping connectivity. Visa policies can change overnight, unfortunately. And alliances once taken for granted are being questioned. Supply chains, air routes, and diplomatic relations are being reconfigured at speed. In this context, allow me to make one simple but important point. International travel is not merely a commercial activity. It is a strategic act of trust. Every time someone crosses the border, not for trade or negotiation, but to understand, to experience, to connect, they are choosing to believe that the world beyond their own borders is worth knowing. Tourism, at its heart and its best, is diplomacy, carried out by ordinary people. In a world at risk of geopolitical fragmentation, the role is not marginal, but it is essential. UN Tourism was created within the United Nations system precisely because its founders understood that lasting peace cannot be built without movement, without encounter, and without the trust that comes from standing in someone else's place. At UN Tourism, we see resilience taking place in the following areas, which closely align with the agenda of today's summit. First, in communities, not just cities. Today, 80% of international travelers are concentrated in a small number of destinations. This creates a significant concentration risk where a gateway city suffers, and the entire tourism economy often suffers with it. The rural tourism offers a structural solution, but only if approached correctly. The objective is not simply to disperse visitor numbers, but to rethink how destinations function. What we need is not just visitor management, but quality of life management. A truly resilient destination is one where residents experience tourism as improving their lives, protecting their culture, and strengthening their community. Without this, sustainability cannot be achieved. 2. Resilience in investment. Resilience requires resources, infrastructures, digital systems, workforce, and destination management all depend on sustained financing. Without money, we can do nothing. I don't know if I'm right here. Yet, tourism remains underfunded relative to its contribution to GDP and employment. We are, however, at a moment of opportunity. The global economy is undergoing a dual transition towards greener infrastructure and more digital operations. Tourism must position itself within this transformation. This is not only about sustainability, it is about competitiveness. Capital is increasingly flowing toward decarbonization and climate resilience. The tourism can attract it if we make the right case. 3. Resilience in innovation. I'm a strong advocate for technology in tourism. Indeed, it offers powerful tools: artificial intelligence, data-driven management, data platforms, and etc., etc. You can name a few. These can significantly enhance how destinations operate. However, we must also acknowledge a risk. If used without intention, technology can lead to uniformity. Algorithms promote what is already popular, and over time, destinations begin to resemble each other. In doing so, we risk losing what makes each place unique and authentic. This is fundamentally a question of digital sovereignty. Destinations and communities must retain control over narratives and their data. When external platforms define a destination's story, they also shape its economic future. Preserving that autonomy is a strategic priority. 4. Resilience in education and human capacity. Resilient destinations depend on resilient people. It is fundamental. This year, we are proud to host the 20th UN Tourism Asia Pacific Executive Training Program just here in the Republic of Korea, a long-standing champion of capacity building in the region. And this work goes beyond training. Empowering women and engaged youth remain central priorities for UN tourism. Tourism continues to offer one of the most accessible pathways into the formal economy for both groups, and expanding these opportunities is essential. The UN Tourism Online Academy opens the door to close alignment on skills development, ensuring that our sector is equipped to meet the demands of 2030 and beyond. This is a conversation we should advance together. Well, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, allow me to conclude with a broader perspective. 2027 is the year proclaimed by UN General Assembly as International Year of Sustainable and Resilient Tourism. And UN Tourism was invited to help facilitate in cooperation with governments, industries, investors, associations, and communities to move from ambition to accountability. What is still missing are common metrics to resilience: shared destination of success, consistent measurement frameworks, and the ability to track progress across contexts. As Sparta celebrates its 75th anniversary, it is worth reflecting on what its milestone can represent beyond celebration. The Asia-Pacific region is uniquely positioned. What is with a diversity of destinations, institutional depth, and convening power to lead serious conversation on how we measure resilience, not just growth. This means advancing toward a shared framework of indicators that enables destinations to benchmark performance, identify gaps, and prioritize quality over volume. The International Year of Sustainable and Resilient Tourism in 2027 offers a natural opportunity to move this agenda forward. The groundwork laid over in the next 2 days at this summit can contribute directly to that effort. And UN Tourism stands ready to partner with PATA and our friends sitting here to help make it happen next year, 2027. Well, dear friends, this city, Shijun, has endured for nearly 1,000 years. It has witnessed the rise and the falls of centuries, navigated centuries of change, and adapted to modern challenges. Yet, it remains a vibrant center of culture and tourism. Its resilience is not theoretical, it is lived. It reflects generations of choices to protect what matters, invest in what lasts, and share authentic heritage with the world. That is the essence of resilience, not just a framework or a set of indicators, but the outcome of communities making deliberate choices supported by strong institutions. Our shared task is to ensure that the next generation of destinations, entrepreneurs, communities, and policymakers have the tools, partnerships, and frameworks to do the same. I thank you, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, PATA, for 75 years of leadership and for many years more to come. I wish you all to enjoy your stay here in Shijun and have a safe journey back. Thank you.